everyone, and a very warm welcome to BNSN, the weekend edition. I'm Mubina Kupasi.
Hi there, I'm Kamya Jani Verma. Well, we have lots lined up on the show. We'll be discussing some stock-specific queries on ICICI Bank as well as Treehouse.
And on our portfolio segment, we'll be discussing Kunal's portfolio, so watch out for that.
Let's then bring on board our experts who will be sharing their tips on these stock-specific queries. We have Ashish Maheshwari, Director at Blue Ocean Strategic Advisors, joining us on the fundamentals. And to read the technical chart patterns of the stocks, we have Richard Jain, Technical Analyst at Angel Broking. Gentlemen, a very warm welcome to BNSN Weekend. First up, we have an email query of the day, and which is from Ram. Now, he's employed in Chennai, has got two questions. His first question is that he bought about 105 shares of ICICI Bank, which he bought at a price of 264. He wants to know the long-term horizon for this one, and more specifically, the long-term target that he should keep in mind, and if he should hold on to the stock for another year. Ashish would first like to get in your thoughts. Just on the back of fundamentals, what is it that you would like to advise to our viewer here, given that JP Morgan just released a report downgrading the stock and revising the target price to about 240? Would you still bet big on the fundamentals of ICICI Bank?
See, even if you see the performance of peers at in private sector banking stocks, ICICI Bank is one of the most underperformer banking stock. If I see even last 3-month performance, when Axis Bank has given a return of almost 25%, IndusInd, Yes, Kotak have touched their 52-week high. This stock has moved up from 52-week low of 180 to almost 240 levels only. As investors bought the stock at 264 and stock at 240, so it doesn't make much sense to book loss when you are just 10% away from your purchase price. But at the same time, I advise that you exit a stock at your buy rate, and better to switch to SBI, which has demonstrated a lot of strength in last 1 to 2 months, and going forward also, whatever RBI or government steps will be there, they are going to affect, or they are going to positively impact PSU banking, and SBI is going to be major beneficiary. So my advice will be, at your purchase price, exit from ICICI and swap with SBI.
Okay, that's the call coming in from Ashish. Exit ICICI Bank and enter SBI. Richard, coming to you on ICICI Bank, this one, like Ashish mentioned, has been quite an underperformer, whether you look at it last week or even if you look at it year to date, down about 9% compared to various other private players in the space. What's your view, and how does ICICI Bank look on the charts?
Yeah, probably I would focus more on weekly and the monthly charts, since it's a long-term investor. If you observe, since the month of the March, that is last 3.5 months now, the stock has started forming this high top, high bottom formation. On the weekly or monthly charts, even if it retraces about 50% of the move in next 1 year of previous entire corrective move, then the stock could easily go up to 277, 278 levels. So I would recommend him to hold the stock. In fact, if he wants to buy further, or he wants to average out the stock, then if in near term the stock corrects again up to 215 levels, he should average the stocks over there, so that his cost price comes down a bit, and hold for a target of 278 in next 1 year.
Okay, that's a call coming in on ICICI Bank from Richard. He advises that you may buy in and in fact average out your cost of purchase. But Ram has a second query coming in. He has bought about 3,600 shares of Treehouse at 81 rupees on an average, and he wants to know whether he should hold or exit the stock if he has a time horizon of 1 month. Now, Treehouse Education is one stock that has seen some significant correction since the last couple of months. In fact, since the time the merger was announced in December, it has corrected 75%, and what we hear the latest is that Zealand has actually put the merger on hold. Additionally, of course, there are lots of issues in relation to the pledging of promoter held shares to the extent of about 100%. Ashish, coming on Treehouse, a lot of fundamental problems. What do you advise? What should one do with this stock?
See, first of all, if you see entire education sector, virtually there is no appetite among the investor community now to look at any of these stocks, be it Zealand or Treehouse or Educomp or anything else. So first of all, sectoral outlook is negative. Now, as far as Treehouse is concerned, though this Z has kept this merger on hold, but if you see even last quarter performance also, stock is down almost by 40 odd percent and stock is at near 52-week low. Because of this corporate governance issue, you are going to see even further decline in the value of Treehouse. So my advice will be to book losses. And instead of this, I recommend another stock which is having a turnaround story, that is Pricol Limited.
Okay, that's the call coming in on Treehouse. Just talk about the technicals then. Ruchit, would like to get in your thoughts. And like Mubina pointed out, since December, the stock has fallen as much as 71%. And over the last 3 months as well, there has been no respite that's come in for the stock. Would you see some recovery in the short term? Our viewer here, Ram, has a time horizon of only 1 month. What is it that you would like to advise to him?
Well, technically the stock has continuously been forming this low top, low bottom formation since last 1 year. Hence, and also if you see even at current levels, there are no signs of reversal in the stock. So I think this downside momentum could continue if it's having short-term time horizon for this stock. It's in fact it's a perfect example. So for many of the traders or investors, who look to bottom fish, do bottom fishing in any of the stocks that has corrected significantly, only because they have corrected significantly. The stock has corrected from 500 levels to 40-50 rupees levels now, and that should not be a reason to get into the stock only because the stock is available at much lower price than what was it around its all-time high levels. So my advice to him would be to exit from the stock even in current levels and book losses. Invest that amount in some other stocks which have a good potential to grow that money in next 6 months or 1 year. Probably if even from short-term trading from 2 to 3 months perspective, we are recommending to go long in the housing finance space. Dewan Housing is one of the stock in this space which is looking quite attractive. Recently the stock has given a breakout from a falling trendline resistance with increasing volume. So now the volumes after a consolidation phase in Dewan Housing have started increasing when the prices are moving up. So I think Dewan Housing could definitely give a good potential returns if he's having 2 to 3 months point of view. For a target of 240 rupees at current levels, he should look to buy Dewan Housing and exit from Treehouse.
Okay, that's Ruchit's call on Treehouse Education. He advises that you may, exit this stock and look at some housing finance companies. But let's slip in a short break. On the other side, we'll be discussing Kunal's portfolio, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us on BNSN, the weekend edition.
On to our portfolio advisor segment then, where our fundamental expert Ashish Maheshwari will be discussing or rather suggesting some chops and changes that you should be making to your portfolio. Our viewer Kunal has sent in his portfolio as he needs that to be addressed. Let's hear him out, find out what he has in his portfolio.
Hi, my name is Kunal Korani and I am from Ahmedabad. My age is 27. I hold HCL Technology 5 stocks at the rate of 755. Another I hold Polaris Consulting and Services 15 shares 194. Tech Mahindra I have received as an bonus shares. After that I have received Larsen & Toubro 4 shares at the rate of 1291. Then Syntex Industry 25 shares 102. After that, Titagar Vegans Limited 10 shares 155. After that, recently I have applied for an IPO in Equitas Holding and Ujjivan Financial Services. Equitas I have 110 at 110. Ujjivan I have 70 at the rate of 210. In banking sector I have Axis Bank Limited 25 at 553. I have ICICI Bank 73 shares at the rate of 293. Axis Bank I have 25 shares at 553. ICICI Bank I have 73 at 293. State Bank of India I have 10 shares at 242. In housing finance sector I have Dewan Housing Finance 50 shares at 213.
Okay, that's of course Kunal's portfolio in length. But Ashish, let's discuss the first three stocks in his portfolio. HCL Tech, his buying price over there is 755 rupees. Polaris, he's bought in at 194 rupees. And lastly, L&T, 1,291 rupees an average price. So clearly making some money over there. What would you advise our viewer with regards to these three stocks?
Yes, if we see HCL Tech and Polaris, first of all, we need to analyze the performance of IT sector per se in last 1 year. Except Infosys, none of the IT stocks has really given good return in the market, though markets have really performed good and a lot of sectors have given exorbitant return. So the best strategy will be to sell those underperformer stock and add on some performer stocks where good performance is there. So in my view, HCL Tech is a sale. Instead of this, I'll recommend to look at Finolex Industries, which has come out with excellent result. The stock is doing good and almost there's no debt in the company as far as long-term debt is concerned. And the stock is touching new high every day. So in my view, better to remain with stocks where good performance is there. As far as Polaris is concerned, again, this is an underperformer stock where again the stock has given 15% almost negative returns in last 3 months. A lot of interest is now there in hotel stock, and Indian Hotel is one of the best pick here. So these two picks on buy side. At the same time, L&T is a good stock. Stock has given very good results in the March quarter. Now a good amount of interest is there among the institutional investors to buy this stock, and a lot of order flows we have seen of late in L&T. So I advise investors to remain invested in L&T.
That's the word coming in on the first three stocks. Replace HCL Tech with Finolex and buy Indian Hotels instead of Polaris and stay put on L&T. That's the call coming in. Ashish, like to get in your thoughts on Syntex Industries, which he bought at a price of 102. Titagarh Wagons being the second stock, which he bought at a price of 155. And clearly, he is bearing a loss there. The stock is currently trading at around 93. Equitas, what's your call on this one? He's clearly making good money here.
Yeah, again, Syntex is the stock where, again, no negative news is there, though company has come out with good results in the March quarter. But still, this stock is nowhere to highs which it has made earlier, 100 plus. Now stock is almost in 70s. I don't recommend to hold this stock. Instead of this, why don't look at a company like Manappuram Finance. This is a stock again touched 52-week high today, and if I see the performance of last 9 months, their profitability in last 9 months have went up from 60 crores to almost 130 crores. So there's no brainer that these companies doing much better compared to Syntex Industries. As far as again Titagarh Wagon is concerned, this is again a stock which is going nowhere after budget. We have seen continuous decline in the performance, though company has announced a JV recently with a French company, but I don't think so till next year real budget this stock will give any positive return. Instead of this, why don't look at a stock like Punjab and Sindh Bank? This is the only stock in PSU banking pack which is delivering continuously. And as far as Equitas is concerned, in my view, you got the stock in IPO and you're sitting on decent profit. And this particular sector is in microfinance segment is in quite fancy of institutional investors. So I'll recommend you remain invested in Equitas and Ujjivan. Both you can remain invested.
Okay, that's the advice coming in. Replace Syntex Industries with Manappuram Finance. Titagarh Wagons as well could be replaced with Punjab and Sindh Bank. But hold on to Equitas. Lots more gains that can be made from that one. But moving on to the next three stocks in his portfolio. First up, Ujjivan Financial Services. He's bought in at 210 rupees, but he's making a loss over there. Clearly another new IPO that he's entered into. Axis Bank is buy price at 553 rupees. A spot of ball over there as well for him. And ICICI Bank at 293 rupees. And the current market price at 238 rupees. Ashish, what would you advise our viewers over the next three stocks?
Yeah, Ujjivan, as I recommended, the investors got an IPO at 210 and the stock is now almost 380 now. So you remain invested there. As far as Axis Bank is concerned, stock is one of the good performer stock in private sector bank, and given almost 25% rise in last 3 months, and going forward also I'm expecting this stock will continue to outperform at least ICICI Bank, if not others. So Axis Bank you can continue to remain invested. As far as ICICI Bank is concerned, I don't see that this stock will outperform or will perform in the peer set if I see other banks. So I recommend that you can even book loss here and switch to SBI.
Our viewer here already has some stocks of SBI, so should he add on more stocks? And in addition to that, DHFL. Ashish, what is it that you would like to advise him on these two stocks?
Right, SBI already investors holding, and instead of adding so many new stocks, banking stock, better to build on more stocks of SBI in the portfolio. And though you are holding, but in my view, you can continue to hold this stock. As far as DHFL is concerned, again, is a good stock, and last 3 months stock is moving up. If you see in last 6-7 months back, stock even touched low of 140, but bounced back very smartly from 140 to almost 210 levels. And company is doing pretty well. Their numbers were as per expectation, and now there's a complete finance solution provider group. So in my view, you can remain invested here. I'm expecting 250, 260 also possible in DHFL by March.
Okay, that's the word coming in on the last 3 stocks that Kunal has in his portfolio. Remember, this is just a model portfolio, and do consult your investment advisor before taking any financial related decisions. Let's slip into a short break at this point of time, but on the other side, we get you a market call as well as some strategies that you can adopt in the coming week.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. But now let's quickly get in some wealth creation ideas from our guests. And first up, Ruchit, tell us about what stocks that you'd like to recommend to our viewers in what will look good next week.
Well, from next week perspective, one of the stock that we are recommending is to go along in Tech Mahindra. We have seen that during the month of May, in the last week of May, the stock had given a breakout from a consolidation phase and has resumed its uptrend in the form of higher top, higher bottom formation. Now, last 10-12 trading sessions, the stock again has been trading in a narrow range, and currently the prices are near the lower end of the range. There are some other trend following indicators which are also indicating a support at current levels. The 20 days exponential moving average, super trend indicator, as well as parabolic SAR, all these 3 indicators are indicating a good support around 530-535 zone. So I think it's a good risk reward ratio at current levels. We are expecting a good up move in the stock up to 562. So one can go long in the stock at current levels, keeping a stop loss below 518 for target of 562. Next call would be a buy call in HDFC Limited. In Friday's trading session, we have seen that the stock had given a good gap up opening and has moved higher. On the daily charts, the stock has formed a bullish reversal pattern on Thursday, and post a bullish reversal pattern, a gap up opening and a follow up momentum for the entire day is a positive sign, indicating that the trend should be intact still, and we are expecting the stock to move higher up to 1292 in short term. So one can go long in HDFC at current levels, and on any sort of dips around 1210, 1215 range. Keep a stop loss below 1180 rupees for target of 1292.
Okay, those are some trading recommendations coming in from Ruchit. But Ashish, for somebody who has a long-term horizon and looking to create wealth through stocks, which stocks would you like to recommend to them?
Yes, my first stock is MEP Infra. This is the stock which will gain because of government spending on infrastructure sector. If you see the business profile of the company, this is the company which is into annuity and toll collection kind of projects. Till now, they have executed almost 95 plus projects, and right now they are running 21 projects, where for 16 projects they are collecting tolls. They have 1 BOT and 1 OMT kind of projects. So in my view, looking at the projects which they have won in past 1 year, the revenue will start coming in FY 17 and 18. So this year I am expecting them to report a EPS of almost 3 rupees. So this stock is still available at price earning multiple of 12, and the kind of consistency is there in the revenue. I am expecting this stock can touch a level of 60 rupees also in next 1 year. Now, my second idea is for next 1 year is Finolex Industries. In my view, this company can report a EPS of 30 rupees in this year. So stock is still available at price earning multiple of 14. So I am having a target of 600 in the stock in next 1 year.
All right. Those are some wealth creation ideas coming in from Ashish, Finolex Industry as well as MEP Infra. But with that, we'd like to thank both of you, Richith as well as Ashish, for joining in on BNSN, the weekend edition. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of our show. From Kamya, myself and the entire team that put the show together, thanks for watching and have a lovely weekend.